All right, once again, thank you all for taking the time out of your day to join us for our workshop webinar this Thursday morning. My name is Brian Griffin, a marketing assistant here at Messer Financial Group. If you are not familiar with Messer Financial Group, we are an agent focused FMO serving 20,000 agents across 40 states and still growing. We have these webinars to help you as a producer get the tools that you need to be successful. And we bring on top trainers from the highest rated carriers in the industry weekly to give you insight to new products and procedures that they may have. Today, we are honored to have Dan Lovelace and Scott Rao from Bright Health here with us. Both of them have an extensive background in the insurance industry with the nation's top insurance carriers, and we're excited to hear about Bright Health's over 65 Medicare product. So we're going to hold all questions until the end of this presentation. If you do have any questions, just type them in the box on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll get to as many as we can at the conclusion of the presentation. Now, without further delay, Mr. Dan Lovelace and Mr. Scott Rao. Dan and Scott, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Take it away.
Okay, well, Dan wants to chime in here as well, I'm sure. But my name's Scott Rao. I'm the national sales trainer for Medicare for Bright Health. Really appreciate Brian inviting us here, and you all joining us for some of your morning here on a Thursday. Um, Excited to give you some great information. It really there's so much details that we could go into, so we wanted to really give you an overview of really what Bright Health is about, what differentiates us from other carriers, a little bit about our background, and some information about our plans. We're in multiple markets now, so we're not going to get too much into details about all the benefits, but we really want to be able to let you understand who we are and what we're about. The overview of how our business has grown, how Bright Health has grown. If you haven't contracted with Bright Health yet, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why to contract with Bright Health, and take a quick look at some of our marketing as well, which is probably a 4th reason of why to advertise with Bright Health. I don't know if anybody's seen these puppets out there yet, but that's kind of our thing, It really sets us apart with our marketing. But we'll talk about that here in a moment. First of all, let's start off with how we started. The leadership of our organization, it starts with Bob Sheehy. He's our CEO and one of our co-founders. Um, Bob has a long history in the insurance industry. He was the CEO of United Healthcare for a number of years. Been uh, in venture capital firms and everything that has to do with the insurance industry. And really, with him and Tom, our chief health officer, they co-founded Bright Health in about 2016, for the simple purpose of they saw that, well, there's opportunity. I don't think if you ask anybody about the American healthcare system, do they think it works like a well-oiled machine or something else? So a lot of what Bob and Tom had thought is just it's broken, in a number of ways it's broken, and so they saw opportunity to find our way into making it better for everybody. And recently we brought on Mike Mikan as the president of the organization. He does a lot with influencing our day-to-day operations. He also has a lot of insurance industry background, a lot of capital investment background, and this is something that he's brought through actually other industries as well. He was a CEO of Best Buy at one point in time too. So we're bringing in talent. It's really started with the insurance knowledge, knowing that there was an opportunity to provide a different type of insurance carrier, bringing it, and now we're bringing in talent from a lot of other areas as well. We have our new CFO for Bright Health Plan held that position at Target, so it's really something that we're bringing a lot of talent into our leadership of our organization, all the way down through to the individuals that are going to work with you, our brokers. What they what they believed in what they believed in when they're starting Bright Health is really that there was an opportunity to collaborate with providers. We call them care partners. We have a care partner in each market. That's our network, and the system of providers we utilize. And if we partner with them and other individuals, it's simple, and that's one of the things that we want to do. We want to three things. We want to make it simpler. We want to make healthcare personal, and we want to make healthcare more affordable. So we're doing that in multiple ways. We've already um, done that with a number of the staples of our benefits. One of those staples is no referrals. You have no referrals, always a $0 PCP copay, so no barriers to care. If you and your primary care physician decide you need a specialist, you do not have to wait on us to approve that. You go and see that specialist as soon as possible to get that appointment. And we develop that because we want to focus on that relationship. And I'm going to take your eyes over here to the right hand side, this little graphic. I mean, it kind of illustrates these relationships. So we're a part of this as the carrier and the payer, but we see you, the broker. There's a reason why I put the light bulb there. There's an important relationship, and you all know this, but not all carriers know this, that there's an important relationship between you and our future members, your clients. And the reason why we put a light bulb there is because you're the one that comes up with the solution for them. You're the one that turns on the light bulb. We know we're not the best for every one of your clients. We're fine with saying that. But we do know we have great plans, and we do find that we're going to be the best for a number of your clients for particular reasons. That's for you to figure out their needs and their priorities, so you can match the right plan with the right member for us. We're here to build those relationships with you, and we're very much a broker-friendly organization. You also have the care partner, a huge important part of the equation, obviously, and that's the relationship we hope with you that we prioritize is get them to the right provider, get them to the right doctor, and focus that relationship on the primary care physician, and really set that up. That's why we do take away those barriers where we always want the member to be able to see their primary care physician and then go see whoever else their primary care physician refers them to. And we also partner out in a community. We have a number of our markets where we have community relations managers and organizers that help set up events with engaged brokers in those communities, help set up information tables, lead generating, educational events. And we partner with the community in that way, where they go up with they find those leaders in the community to set up those events that are going to help the seniors in this community find the right care. We also listen to all of our partners. One thing that everybody was amazed at this past year, when we released our 2020 plans in our existing markets, is they're like, "Hey, I recommended that." And it's like, yeah, we listen to our brokers, we listen to our care partners. We want to be that central point that brings everybody together as much as possible to keep everything member focused. And then ultimately, care partners with great doctors. I'm going to talk about that. That's really the core of the model that differentiates us, so we can help make healthcare right together. That's the simple mission that we're on. So I mentioned this word a couple of times, care partners. What is the care partner model? It's a collaborative approach on clinical treatment, technology for communication, financial, keeping everybody's financial interests in mind, so we can ultimately benefit the consumer in the long run and make things more affordable, like we mentioned. So streamlining those processes to allow ourselves to partner with leading hospital systems, physician systems in these markets, so we can set up these ways of communicating and have a synergy with them, so our plans are made for the needs of that market. So we have technology where we can communicate about to ensure that all of our members are getting the appropriate care, and so that we can make things more affordable for everybody in the chain. So we see care partners that share our vision and have an effective position in their market, of course, as well. That the care partners who value affordability, simplicity, and accessibility. But what we look for, and this is just some, and this wasn't even, I haven't even added anybody that came on for 2020. This is all 2019 over on the right, some of our care partners out there in the different markets. But what we look for in these care partners is substantial market share, relative cost advantage within the market. So they have a significant geographic footprint, so we can reach the communities that are in the market that need the care. That people recognize the brand, and that they are willing to invest in overall population health as well. So I mean, we've added on Advent in Florida is one of our care partners. Southeast Health Partners in South Carolina and Nebraska. We have, I apologize, I forget the exact acronym. I believe it's something similar, Nebraska Health Partners. But there, we have care partners all over the country, and we partner with them to make sure we're providing the best service possible. Now, the business of it all is important, right? Everything sounds good, it sounds like a great idea to give, a consumer experience. If you want to break it down to that, is what we're focused on, partnering with individuals to give a great consumer experience. How does that work? Well, it works by us being able to establish a foundation, building $440 million in capital. In 2016, we built a leadership team, and then make sure that this concept had a structure built around it. So then we implemented it in 2017 in Colorado. Our first year, it was under 65. We had 10,791 members in Colorado. We were keeping individuals in network using effective care navigation to do so. We also then wanted to scale it. After you do it once, you have to be able to grow it, right? So in 2018, we scaled to 3 new markets. We added on Medicare Advantage products in each of those markets as well. And we grew the membership to over 25,000 after we added on from Colorado to Arizona and Alabama, the Phoenix and Birmingham areas. And then in 2019, we did it again. We doubled in size again. So we did all this. I have better slides so you can see these things. So 2016, almost forgot I had these here. So ability to scale through the additional markets in 2018. And then 2019, we grew to over 60,000 members. We had 6 new care partners. We doubled in size again. We added on Tennessee, Ohio, and New York. We had $200 million in new capital. So we demonstrated that growth was possible and expansion. And that did not end this year. So this year we doubled in size again. We went up to 12 different states. 10 of those are Medicare Advantage states. As you can see here, all of the blue states are Medicare Advantage states, and the orange states are also. The blue states are both Medicare and under 65. The yellow, the orangish yellow states, whatever color you want to call that, burnt orange maybe, those are Medicare only states. So we have 10 states that we sell Medicare Advantage products in. And as the business continued to grow, we made the announcement at the end of 2019. We added on another $600 million in capital last year. This made us a billion-dollar company, and according to our some sources, what it stated is that we were the second fastest organization to grow to $1 billion in capital raised. So it's a pretty impressive feat, and where we have that leverage, where we have the backing, and we're continuing to grow. We look to grow again this year. So you'll see more of that. So that's one thing, we have the model, showed that the business model was able to work and function, and now we have to get ourselves out in each of those markets. So I want to take a second and show you this, just to kind of give you a sneak peek of, if you haven't seen our marketing, what type of things, what we do to set ourselves apart and allow for your consumers to remember who we are. Even though we're new in a lot of these markets, but I assure you they'll remember us if they see this. Oh, sorry about that. I think you saw the video, but it was, I'm not sure if the audio came through on that. It kind of broke up on me as well. But it was how it was a short video. That's something that's more of like a social marketing type of thing, where we want to let the consumer know that we're entering a market. They'd see something like that on Facebook. When we go into new markets, so that they can, see who we are, and so we can make an impression. And ultimately, you're a consumer, you talk about Bright Health because you found that we have a plan that fits their needs, and they'll be like, oh, wait, that sounds familiar. And you're like, oh, the puppet company. We hear that a lot. Oh, you're the puppet company. So, and we're fine with that. It allows us to stick out, and we're the ones utilizing that to leverage to build that name. And a lot of these commercials and a lot of this marketing is fun and definitely memorable. So if you are not contracted with, if you are contracted with Bright, thank you. We appreciate you. And we're here to support you. Dan, you can contact Brian and get in contact with, he'll get in contact with Dan with any support you need. We have local leadership in your market. But if you're not, the 3 reasons why you should contact with Bright, we try to keep it simple, just like we're saying there, we're easy to work with, we're easy to onboard. It's not going to take you a ton of time. It might even be a little bit fun. We have competitive plans. Like I said, we design our plans for each market with each care partner based upon what they tell us the needs are. So I'm going to get a little bit deeper into these. And broker services, whereas we pride ourselves on being a broker-friendly organization. We have very limited captive agents. We depend on the contracted brokers, and we look to funnel our resources to the contracted brokers. So let's take a little bit closer look at these. So easy onboarding. What we do is we like I said, we try to make it simple. We know you spend a lot of time, in contracting season with your AHIP and with the other carriers that we know you're going to contract with. You have to contract with them. You have a lot of business with them. So we don't want to make it to be another ordeal. So it's 10 easy steps. Contracting and certifications all in one location. There's a simple Medicare Advantage certification. So if you don't like me talking to you today, you might not like the certification because it's videos of me doing your certification. I have about 5 videos or so that are short, 5 minutes or less, that take you through some of the similar information we go through here and some other things as well related to compliance, just to let you know about the organization. But it's intended to be simple. It's intended to be a little bit fun. And you do go through that certification right there all in one spot. I've been thankful and appreciative of getting the feedback from the brokers I've interacted with, that they said it was their favorite contracting that they did all year. So I just got that feedback again yesterday from a broker I saw in our Phoenix office, which was great. It's always good. So I'll guarantee that it'll be something at least that's not a headache for you. You get personal support from a broker services unit. If you need it, I'll talk about those and I'll talk about them in a minute. You can easily connect to your business upline. So you can connect to Messer right through by selecting them, and we ask you which FMO that you're associated with, and it allows you, there's a few different ways we can connect you to your upline, but you can do it very simply on the page. To contract with us, how you do so is you go to brighthealthbroker.com. That's our broker portal is what we really call it. It's our, as you can see in the top, brighthealthbroker.com. Right at the top, it says it's easy as 1, 2, 3. You can request information from us under number 1, but I encourage you here, you're getting information here today. I encourage you just go to number 2 and you go ahead and you start appointment. And once you click number 2, start appointment, on the next page, there's a little guide you can download. But that shows you step by step how to get through this. It tells you exactly what you need. You click agent appointment, you follow the directions from there. Normal stuff, your basic information, your NPN number, you'll need to upload your AHIP. All that stuff will be all in one spot. You'll get through it, no problem. But we're here if you do need it. Our broker services unit, I'll make sure you have their number here. I give it to you probably a couple times here coming up. Okay, so simple contracting is reason number 1, or countdown. It was reason number 3 on my button there, but I start with that. The next thing is competitive plans. So we can't go through every plan in every market, but I got some highlights for you to let you know what type of plans we have. We have a $0 premium plan that is available in every market except for Palm Beach and Chicago, Illinois, Palm Beach, Florida. But like many HMOs, the $0 premium, it's meant to have rich benefits for the services in our Care Partners network. So if you stay in network, you're going to get really good benefits. We refine those and low MOPs and things of that nature. We have released PPOs this year nationally for the first time. We have $0 premium PPOs in every market except for Greenville and Chicago as well, Greenville, South Carolina. Low in-network copays, but we give that flexibility to see out-of-network providers. It is a national PPO, so any Medicare any provider that accepts Medicare, the member can go to for the co-insurance or co-pay in some circumstances that go along with the out-of-network coverage. And then we have plus plans in some markets. It's a premium plan, so they pay a premium that's different depending on market. So for high utilizers, pay the monthly premium. Somebody that's transitioning wants to transition out of a Medigap plan. The premium plan, the plus plans are a great fit because they give predictable costs. You pay a little bit more every month, but the benefits are richer, the MOOPs are lower, you usually get more supplemental benefits. So those are things that definitely are options for those type of individuals. And then we have Part B rebate programs or Part B rebate plans in Alabama, Nebraska, New York, Ohio, and Tennessee. So in New York, it's a $50 a month Part B buy down, Part B rebate. In all the other markets, it's a $25 Part B rebate for those individuals that consider themselves low utilizers or have some sort of supplemental benefits, other healthcare benefits, such as we see a very strong with veterans who have VA benefits. To add this on gives them a Part D. With actually raising their Social Security check, they get a great Part D that we have. They get the basic preventative care, and they have backup, for their health care as well, whatever they want to do outside of the VA. So we see that as a great plan for those types of individuals, or anybody that has an alternative type of healthcare, supplemental type of healthcare, and for those who just want to be in control of their money, get more money back themselves so they can manage it. Other plan types that we have in a lot of markets, this is a really great plan. It's one of our differentiators in the markets that we provide it. We have an LIS targeted plan called the Assist. It's an HMO or PPO, depends on the market. We only offer one per market. We don't have an HMO and a PPO Assist plan in the markets, but some markets we offer it as an HMO, others as a PPO. We've designed it for individuals who are not full duals, but are 100% LIS. So they get that premium plan that I talked about, where they get a lot of supplemental benefits and they get lower MOPs and things of that nature. That's how the general design of the plan is supposed to be. And it's both. It gives It gives individuals just about, in most markets, just about every supplemental benefit, hearing aids and comprehensive dental, vision materials, transportation, OTC debit cards. It's different market to market, but some markets they get all of those. But it's designed to capitalize on their LIS benefits, so we allow them to use their LIS for Part D, but we strengthen the medical part of this. We still have a good Part D for them, especially if they have LIS, but it's a really well-designed plan, and anywhere we have it, we really do focus on and say, you're going to be hard pressed if you find out that person that's that's right there between 100 and 135% of the federal poverty level, which means they're not a full dual, but they are 100% LIS qualified. It's probably the best plan you're going to find for them in those markets. Then we have this access plan in a few markets. It's an incentivized fee for service. It's a fee for service lookalike. So models, it mimics original Medicare. So they don't get anything less. So 20% co-insurance on out of network care, things of that nature. But if they stay in network, they get even better. They get even better benefits. They're able to access their primary care physician for $0 still, those types of things. So, but we given 80% or 20% co-insurance and on anything out of network. It might not come with as many supplemental benefits as some of the other plans, but it gives that does add some supplemental benefits on a great Part D on. It's a $0 premium. So it's a very interesting plan that we developed this year for those individuals that are hesitant to get off of original Medicare. But this will give them a really great way of entering into a Medicare Advantage plan. And we do offer a great D-SNP in New York. The D-SNP that we put out there, we really put a lot of work into this year. It's a great plan overall. But one thing that D-SNP that we like to publicize actually has in New York City it has a $150 monthly OTC debit card benefit that goes along with it. So New York's a different market. That's not the level of OTC that we give everywhere, but that's if anybody in the New York market knows that it's a competitive market. They get a lot of that OTC benefit for those D-SNP special care plans that we offer there. So we've gone aggressive to lead the market in that benefit, because it's a significant one in that market. Some other things in general overview of some of our benefits that we do like to highlight. I've already mentioned a number of these, but just to bring them back: no barriers to care, no referrals needed when in our Care Partners network, always a $0 PCP copay, low specialist copays, and they can access them there. We have a lot of other great benefits. It does differ from market to market which ones we've invested in more. Some of the other things with diagnostic services we've been doing really great. That's something I could probably put on a national level, making sure diagnostic services with labs and x-rays most of the time are $0 copays for all those things. Every once in a while I do see a $10 copay for x-rays. Advanced imaging, like MRIs, CAT scans, those types of things, we have copays on some of our plans as little as $100 for those type of diagnostic, those really advanced diagnostic services. So some really great benefits there that we have. Preventative benefits that are on every plan. So the supplemental benefits you can count on. Every Bright Health plan has these. We have preventative dental, so two cleanings, 2 oral exams, x-rays, those types of things available on every plan. Routine hearing exam, annual vision exam, and a membership, gym membership for Silver and Fit. And Silver and Fit does some great in-home type of things as well, where they'll send our members, if they're bedridden or if they just can't get out of the house, they will send them workout packages. There's some health programs that they can be put on there. Some of the other things, I mentioned a lot of these as well. Many plans include our comprehensive dental. Is a really solid, great plan. If it's on an HMO, it's an HMO dental. If it's on a PPO, it's a PPO dental. But staying in network's always best with those. $1,500 maximum or annual benefit that comes all around the country. If you're in Arizona, though, if we have any Arizona people here, we're confident to say we have the best dental in Arizona. We were able to make it no maximum, and there's specific copays for each service in Arizona. So those are some great things that you'll see there. We have a $750 hearing aid allowance on many plans. We give $130 in materials for every 2 years, $25 frame copay. That goes along with that on many plans. OTC debit cards, we've really partnered with a great organization, Incom, for our OTC debit cards. It's a savings card. It's kind of like if you go to a local grocery store and you have a savings, like you swipe the card to get additional savings. This is actually works exactly like that as well. Work at most major retailers, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Dollar General, Family Dollar. And if they go and swipe it, they'll get money off. Even if they don't have any money left on their debit card, they can get discounts on certain products. That changes every month. There's thousands of approved products. They've developed an online catalog. It's kind of in its infancy, but it's to give that best of both worlds. We know a lot of people have to order out of a catalog when they get this OTC. Not for us. It's a debit card. They swipe it. It automatically, like they would swipe this before they swipe their credit or debit card. Because they swipe this, it takes off anything off of their bill that qualifies, and then they swipe, then they pay for the rest. So it'll split it up. It'll split it up for them right there. We're really happy with another thing, making it simpler to use, making a benefit simpler to use for the members. And transportation benefits, I believe every market has at least one plan with a transportation benefit, with the exception of maybe Cleveland, Ohio, off the top of my head. And we partner with Circulation. We've really, it's a really great benefit. They're great to work with and make it simple so they can get rides to approved healthcare related facilities. Then one thing that, so I'll be transparent here. 2019 plans, we struggled with our Part D. Bright Health we had a Part D, it was fine, it met needs, but really did not set us apart. This year we have a great Part D. We put a lot of work into it. We've invested into it. We found a new pharmacy benefit manager. We made our formulary a lot larger. I believe it was around 600 drugs, or was it? Yeah, I believe it was about 600 drugs we added to the formulary, and we made it more affordable. So we moved about a net of 250 drugs to more affordable tiers. So it's something that we did a lot of work in. Our 90-day supply copay, get it for 60 days pretty much, So a 90-day supply, it can be done retail, where retail will allow a 90-day supply to be released. Mail order, obviously it's a lot of people's preference, make it easier on them, but you get a 90-day supply for a 60-day supply for everything except for tier 5 specialty drugs. And then we added a tier 6. So we have a $0 copay with coverage through the donut hole on maintenance drugs. So we call it, we call it select care, I think, tier 6 select care, but it's really maintenance drugs. You can see that, you can imagine the types of drugs it is, with blood glucose regulators, cardiovascular agents, ACE inhibitors, antihypertension, and statins. So these are things that people utilize every day, they need, and we want to make sure that they have access to them. The other thing, the third reason to contract with us is because we provide you with support. We provide you with services. It starts locally with our broker managers, where they'll be able to provide product training, help you with developing skills. There's some exciting trainings that we're doing and piloting to just to help you sell better. Quite honestly, it helps you sell anybody's plans better. But we're fine. We want to invest in you and make sure that we're providing our brokers with the tools and resources they need to be successful. These local broker managers will help you with acquiring marketing materials and help you market events and establish events, find opportunities for them, make sure that you're maximizing those opportunities when you have them as well. Our broker portal. So technology is a big key for us. We're still developing, I would say, our resources to be the most effective as possible. But brighthealthbroker.com is a great resource. We put a lot of great tools for you there, so you can access commissions. Our Medicare enrollment dashboard that allows you to electronically enroll. We actually supply a administrative allowance to utilize that. So there's an incentive to utilize the electronic enrollment through Bright Health. We provide you customizable marketing materials there that you can print and put your information on. And we have training calendar, and we'll have other training materials there as well. But something we're looking to really develop this year is this broker portal, because we know that's going to be a great resource. It's already there. It already has all these things. We want to make them more accessible and easier to use is what our goals are for this year. And then best in class broker services. Our BSU broker services unit, I was all around the country this last year when we rolled out to new markets for 2020. And every time anybody talked about it, it wasn't even like there was barely anybody that was even lukewarm about our broker services unit. It was almost always raving about our broker service unit, how helpful they were, one call resolution, and or if they can't, they make sure they do get back to you. They will help you with technology, sales processes, supporting your members, and answering any commission questions. So they're there to give you support, and you won't be disappointed in your experience with them. You see here, brokers@brighthealthplan.com. That is the email address. They're available 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at the phone number you see there, the 888-325-1747. And that information's always at brighthealthbroker.com as well. It's in the top right-hand corner, and I believe at the bottom of the page too. So if anything, just remember brighthealthbroker.com. That's how you get access to any of this information. That's the best thing to have. Then marketing that sets us apart. I've already touched based on that quickly earlier. Just you saw the puppets. Our idea is to to be memorable, and make things fun. People like to feel good about what they see, and we have a whole group of Brady's. So. All right, so these are, I have to give our disclaimers here, all right? Maybe a little bit of education. These are puppets, not Muppets, all right? They're puppets, and they're the Brighty bunch, not the Brady bunch, the Brighty bunch. So there are puppets that we call the Brighty bunch. They'll have their own backstory, and you'll see them featured on all of our marketing materials, mailers, commercials, a lot of the enrollment stuff as well. I have another commercial for you here because it's worth seeing, that like you to take a watch. There we go.
Bright Health Insurance can make you feel a whole lot better. With Bright Health, you could save hundreds on health insurance and get a monthly premium as low as $0. Visit brighthealthplan.com and enroll today.
I apologize. I had to switch back and forth. I think I have to and take off my headphones so that you can hear it. So that's what I tried to do this time. Hopefully you were able to hear that commercial. But again, something that we're putting ourselves out there. We're trying to make it easy for our members to member us. So it's easy for you to talk about us because we're going to be out there. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, our mission is to make healthcare right together. That's together with you, that's together with care partners, together with the community in order to support our members. We want to help be the solution for the healthcare system. We do so with values. We do so with making this simpler, personal, more affordable. But for you to be able to contract and with us, we want to make that simple. We want to provide you a product that has its own market. Like I said, you'll find that, yeah, not every one of your clients is a fit for Bright Health. We're fine with that, but you'll find that there's a lot that are, and we position those products so that you have something to sell, and we're going to focus on supporting you any way we can. So with that, I'm sure Dan would like to chime in on anything here, and I'll hand it over to him, and we'll both be here for questions.
Well, thank you, Scott. I had a great introduction earlier. I thought it was really good. Unfortunately, I was the only one that heard it, so I was I was on mute. So thanks.
Something like that was going on.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. I'm really excited. Again, this is Dan Lovelace, and I am the director of our national FMO channel, and I work with our FMO partners across the country, and I'm super excited about working with Messer Financial Group. And I do appreciate Scott for taking a walkthrough through a very high-level overview of our plans and just getting you familiar with Bright Health. I will say that the momentum is incredible, and we are growing exponentially. We're getting rave reviews from not only brokers, but we're getting great feedback from clients who have taken, the steps to become Bright Health members, and they're experiencing the benefits of having a care partner model where their doctors are free to provide them with care, and they're not handcuffed to a lot of pre-authorizations and hoops that they have to run and get through when they're stuck in a lot of the other broad network HMO programs. So we look forward to working with you at the local level, introducing you to our broker managers within your respective markets, and having you become integrated within our program and learning exactly how to position these plans, and then moreover, being introduced to opportunities in the community with care partners and affiliates and other areas of influence in your market to get out in front of these potential clients and really strengthening your book of business and helping you thrive within these markets. Before we open it for questions, I did want to say that as we grow, we're looking forward to growing with you that are on the phone and in Messer, and I can say that you will not find another organization that cares more about your success and really partnering with you closely as true partners in providing the best care for your clients. We have some exciting things that we're working on to even improve more over what we've done in these great improvements in 2020, and we're excited about what we're seeing for 2021. A lot of market expansions, new states, new markets within our existing states, and even strengthening our product portfolio to continue to be a best-in-class program, and excited to work with all of you. So we'll go ahead and if there's been some questions, we'll go through some of those. If not, we look forward to, again, being available, having future calls to dive deeper into our programs and work with each and every one of you for success in 2020 and beyond.
Hey, Dan, this is Brian again. One of the things that really jumped out to me that Scott talked about was a simple certification.
Yep.
One of
Yeah.
one of the things that I hear is a lot of agents can actually be discouraged behind the extensiveness of the certification process. So I'm sure a lot of our agents that are on the line with us are very excited about the fact that it seems like you simplified that process with Bright Health.
Yeah, I will say we just had a very intensive and exhaustive process where we went across the country and took and gathered feedback from all of our partners out there, the brokers, and on the surveys that we looked at, we had a scale, from poor to absolutely fabulous, and I guess we used other words, but our contracting process came right up there with absolutely fabulous. And I'll tell you that any company carrier I've worked with in the past has not experienced that type of feedback when it comes to the certification, just simply because people hate certifications. They're long, they're exhaustive oftentimes, they're boring, whatever you want to say. But ours, we got feedback that they were not only easy and streamlined, but they were also pleasant and somewhat entertaining. And I have to say that Scott did a great job in putting together some very short and informative, but also presentations that keep you moving along, coupled with a very simple 25-question certification where if you, gave your attention to the videos, you passed every time. So very excited about that. I will tell you that each of you on the phone that do go through our certification process, I owe you a copy if you don't like it.
We'll all stand by that.
Yeah.
One
All
real
right.
quick thing
So,
on contracting,
sure.
while we're on that topic, if we have any agents, any brokers out here that are already contracted, like for under 65, you would contact this broker services unit, or if you're in one contract in one state, want to add on other states, you don't have to go back through the process. You will, if you're under 65, have to go through the certification, of course, but you contact the broker services unit that you see on the screen here to start that process if you're already contracted in another state or in another line of business.
Excellent. One of the questions that I have is any potential states that you're targeting by 2020 AEP, additional states.
Scott, I can touch on that. So I think they probably meant by 2021 AEP. We're
Yes.
already through 2020 AEP, so I would assume we are targeting some states. I'm not able to give specifics at this time because we are in the filing process, but I will say that we're looking at some additional states, some out west, some in the mountain area potentially, but I will say that we are looking at many new markets in several new states, and there's a great, very strong potential that we'll be entering those for 2021. We have some robust growth, not only for 2021, but 2022 that's already in the works. And I know we went through a very quick and high-level overview of our growth and where we've been, but I will say that we have done this over the past few years. We've grown exponentially each year, and we are not slowing down. Capitalization is great and very strong. The momentum's great, and you will see us in new markets. So it's a great time to jump on board.
Excellent. And next question was about copays. So you said that I apologize. You said there's no PCP copay, but the flex plan is showing a low copay. Can you explain?
The flex, well, there's always a $0 PCP copay. Always no. So low if I on the flex plan, when I was highlighting it, is in generalizing overall copays, low copays for in-network, not just PCP, for anything else in network, specialists. And so the idea is with any PPO, it's the same concept with any PPO for the most part. Where if you stay in network, you're going to get lower copays. If you go out of network, you're probably going to pay a little bit more, and you're going to probably not be as predictable because it's likely going to be a co-insurance in a lot of circumstances. So that's what that's alluding to. So always $0 copays on whether it's a PPO flex plan or whether it's an HMO. So hopefully that clarifies.
And to piggyback on that, right, and just to piggyback on what Scott was saying right quickly, this may answer some other questions as well on plan design. We pride ourselves in having a very strong and solid plan in all of our markets. So when you look at our PCP copays, you will see zero, and that's one thing that we want to always provide. And then with our specialist copays, you're going to see copays around that $20 to $30 range on our plans, which also makes that very affordable and competitive. And again, this is coupled with very market competitive max out of pockets. And then our plans also offer over-the-counter cards, as we talked about, dental and vision on all of our plans with comprehensive available at very low premium. And then one of the highest dental allowances as far as the total money allowed for comprehensive dental than any of the competitive plans out in the market, and then gym memberships on all of our plans. So when you couple that together, you will be able to provide anybody that sits in front of you and you're showing a Bright Health plan will be very excited about the benefits that we offer.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. So that is actually it as far as our questions. Was there anything that you wanted to highlight here at the end of the webinar?
I'm fine.
Scott,
I just want to thank everybody for their time. Really appreciate you having us, but I'm good to go.
Thank you. And I would wrap up in saying that we're excited to partner with you, those of you that are on the phone, and get with your representative over at Messer, and we will make sure that that both of us, between Messer and Bright Health, that you're taken great care of. We'll get you introduced to our local managers in your market so that you can be plugged into local training, as well as our training that we provide online, which we do have a training calendar on our at brighthealthbroker.com. And then we can also make sure that you're able to be introduced to opportunities within your areas. And again, give us a try. I know you'll be happy with what you see, and I look forward to a great and bright future, pun intended.
Absolutely. Dan and Scott, thank you both so much for today. Once again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to join us. We know your day is busy. Hopefully you learned something new that is going to help you. If you're not appointed with Bright Health, take a few minutes. You can go into our online contracting portal. You can request the appointment. If you do have additional questions, please feel free to contact our producer support department at 866-568-9649, extension 7813, or you can email them at producersupport@messerfinancial.com, and they will be happy to assist you in any way that they can. Also, take a moment to check out our events calendar at www.messerfinancial.com. We will be having webinar workshops scheduled throughout the year with valuable information just like you just heard. Once again, thank you so much again for joining us, and everyone have a great day and a better week. Thank you.